Hello everyone. So if you are preparing for your interview, or if you are a fresher and you are preparing for service based companies like TCS and Infosys, so let me share my experience. I was attending an interview of TCS, and there I got one question, and this question was which actually I reminded, and I found that this was something like this, and this question was asked during the TCS interview round. And at that point of time I was a little confused, so I couldn't answer this question. But at this in the next interview at Infosys, I got the same question but with a different name of the classes, but the concept was same. So at that point of time I was able to answer this question. So this is the very basic core Java concept which you need to know if you are a fresher or if you are going to attend an interview. So this is the must know kind of concept. So let me start with this. So this is a very important concept and you should know it. So see, the question was basically when interviewer asked me this, so he gave me one interface. So yes, it is interface, and of course it will have a method which will be unimplemented. You know that interface contains only unimplemented method, and you cannot instantiate this interface. So again, this is the interface concept. What he did next, he said that okay, I want to implement the interface using the abstract class, can you do that? So he told me to okay, try to write one abstract class and try to implement this. So I wrote one abstract class, something like office. I'm just giving you a random class name. So abstract class office, and I used implements keyword and implementing ibank, this interface class, where I actually did, I implemented all these two methods, withdraw method and deposit method, in this abstract class. So interviewer told me that okay, so you want to implement, you are implementing both these classes, why can't you implement only one method, only one abstract method here? So I was like okay, yes, we can do this. Yeah, at my first interview I was not very clear, but in second interview yes, I was clear. And so the concept is basically, whenever you try to implement the interface you using the abstract class, yes, you have to implement all the unimplemented method of the interface. Suppose if you do not do this, suppose here I have implemented only with withdraw method, then the class which is going to extend the abstract class have to implement the remaining abstract method. So that is happening here. So this is the random class name. Again, I'm just you need to understand the concept. So this is the class Delhi office extends this abstract class office, and here you have to implement this deposit because it is not getting implemented by this abstract class. And because this abstract class is implementing this interface, so one method which is still remaining, so you have to, if you want this Delhi office to be the child of this abstract class, you have to have, implement this deposit method. So this is the basic concept which you need to know about it. So here you see, this is the deposit method, and I have implemented just like a sysout statement. So it could be anything here, but the point is you have to implement one still unimplemented method of this class. Now from main method, you see you are creating an object of this the Delhi office class using the interface reference, which you can still do, and you are calling the method of this deposit method. So which one will get called? So yes, this is the child object, and you are instantiating this class. So yes, this deposit method will be called. So nothing wrong here. So one, again, the counter questions was there, that what if you don't implement this, if you don't implement this class, so what will happen? So yes, there will be a compilation error, because this is the concrete class, this is not an abstract class. So if it is a concrete class, it has to implement all the unimplemented method of this abstract class office. So you see, this is the office class and it has two unimplemented method. Now from where this two unimplemented method is coming, because this is implementing this interface, this withdraw and deposit, so it has two abstract methods, and this abstract class is only implementing the withdraw one abstract method, so one is still remaining. So if you are going to create a concrete class and you are going to extend this abstract class, you have to implement that abstract class which is remaining. So this is the deposit. So I think you got my point, what I want to say. So this was the concept which I got. There was a counter question related to this. So if you remove this one, So what kind of error you will get? So error will be something like, okay, uh, this is a concrete class, and uh, one abstract method is still not implemented by this, so something like this. So what will be the option of this? Or I have just attached the options, that what are the concepts you actually got it from here. So first option, if you see the compilation error, abstract class cannot implement interface. So this is wrong. You can of course implement an interface. So abstract class, yes, can implement the interface, there is nothing wrong in that. It is showing compilation error, a class office should implement all the abstract methods. So again, this is a class office, yeah, this is the office class, and it should implement all the abstract methods. So it is not mandatory. So it is not mandatory that this office class would implement all the abstract methods. So if it will implement all the abstract method, then it should be the concrete class, not an abstract class. So you know that this is an abstract class, so you know that there will be an unimplemented method, and this is there. Third one is compilation error cannot call deposit method on ibank reference. So there is, you can call with your parent reference. Again, it is an interface, so there is nothing wrong in that, and you can make that reference and you can call the deposit method. So this will compile successfully, and there is nothing wrong in that. So this was the question I faced during my TCS interview, and then later in the Infosys interview I faced similar kind of question, and I was able to answer this. So this was the basic concept. So let me take you to the Geek4Geeks site, where I got the similar concept with their different examples. So there was the topic is, you can implement interface using abstract class in Java, but the thing is that you have to, so the basic concept that you know, that you cannot instantiate an interface, and the same for abstract class, you cannot instantiate an abstract class. This is the basic core Java concept, but you can instantiate your concrete class. So if you see, this is an interface GFG, and it has three abstract methods. So this is learn coding, learn programming language, contribute, and see there is an abstract methods, which is a student class, which is implementing that interface, but it is only implementing the two abstract methods. So one abstract method is still remaining, and that's why he makes this class as an abstract class. And so why do you implement only implement that method in abstract class, if you know that the whatever the child class will be which will be implementing this class, there will be a common implementation among all those classes. So you don't want to implement again that same thing, this learn coding, in all the child classes. So what you do, you make it as a default, and you try to implement in abstract class, so that every class don't need to implement this, and they will simply get it from their abstract class. So yes, now the next class you created, which is extending this abstract class, this is geek. And if you see here, it is implementing one unimplemented method. So this is the thing that I was talking about. If you don't implement it, you will get an error. Let me show you the error. So this is the editor part, and you see, so I have just modified this method. So you see that this is the geek class, and this is not implementing the one unimplemented method of this abstract class, which is this one, contribute. So if I try to run this, so let me check. So yeah, you see, so you see, this was the error which you will get, that geek is not an abstract and does not override the abstract method of contribute in GFG class geek, which extending strength. So this is the error you will get. So you have to override this one. So thank you guys, this was the very basic concept, but you will face this question even if you are experienced. But this is the core Java concept, and you need to know this, and you need to know all the basic things are related to abstract class. So let me just go through the basic point which you need to know about the abstract class. That abstract keyword is used to create an abstract class, and abstract class in Java you cannot instantiate it. Yeah, that is correct. And again, the third point is, we can use abstract keyword to create an abstract method. Again, this is the basic. The abstract method doesn't have a body. Yeah, it is an unimplemented, so that's why it will not have any body. Fourth point, which is again important, if a class have abstract method, then the class would have the abstract using abstract keyword, should also be abstract. Yes, so else it will not be a compile. Yeah, Fifth point, which is again important, is not necessary for an abstract class to have the abstract method. Yes,